I'm going to show you how to make this super fun glass effect on Photoshop. So the first thing you need to do is click on your text and choose a bold font. So I use Impact because it's a really nice bold font. You can use any other font that's bold. Okay, so let's type glass, G-L-A-S-S, glass. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is move it to the center of the frame. Okay, so double click your layer. It's going to open up the layer settings. Okay, so in this layer style panel, you'll see that it's in the blending options. In the blending options, click on fill opacity and bring it all the way down to 0. Now you won't be able to see your font anymore, but it's still there. So the next thing you want to do is go to bevel and emboss. Okay. Now you want to add a bevel to it. So the style should be pillow emboss. That's going to give you this glassy effect. And then what you want to do is you want to increase the depth and you want to increase the size as well. Just a little bit. Make it a little soft. Down, you'll see this gloss contour, right? It's a little triangle. You click this and then go to this wavy mountainy effect. Click that and look at your effect now. See, it already started to look like glass. So below that you'll see the highlights and shadows. So we get to adjust what the highlights and shadows look like. If you click that and go to linear dodge, right, now you can increase the brightness of the highlights and bring down the brightness. So let's bring the brightness up a bit and let's darken the shadows a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this should be fine. So right now it's too deep, so I'm going to bring down the depth a little bit and reduce the softness a little bit. There you go. That's some really glossy glass. I can bring down the highlights a little bit more. Okay, that's the first step. The second step is adding an inner shadow. So go to inner shadow, and just like the previous video, in this video we want inner shadow to actually brighten the image. So go to blend mode, and instead of going to linear dodge, let's go to screen. Okay, so it's going to come behind the glass. Opacity is 35. Over here you see this little triangle, click that, and this time you're going to go for this super big arc. Okay, so click on that, and now you can see that this effect is now behind the glass. Now you can click between these different modes and it's going to show you the different ways this effect can be used. I personally like this one, so I'm going to keep it with this. And don't increase and decrease your noise. If you want to increase and decrease the brightness, what you have to do is you have to go here to opacity and you can bring that down or you can bring that up. Okay, so let's keep it mild at around 18. Okay, there you go. That's the inner shadow. What you can also do is add a drop shadow. Now we've been adding a lot of white. The drop shadow should be a little dark, so we can keep it in multiply. That's fine. Keep it in black and just play around with the opacity. Let's make it slight. Around 30 should be fine. We don't really have to touch this because this looks pretty good. And if you click OK, there you go. Your text now looks like glass. And what you can do, the fun thing is you can go to your background and you can change the color. So let's say I want a red background. Okay, go to the background layer, G for paint bucket, and click, and look at that. The text is transparent just like glass. You can make it white. You can change the color. Let's say I want light blue. Okay, look at how cool that is. That is how you make this glass effect. Okay, so I have a little bonus tutorial for you. Let's create a glass border around this frame. Okay, so click on the selection tool, this running and marquee tool, and click on the corner and create this border. Okay, so now what you want to do is right click and select inverse, and now the inverse is selected. You've basically made a little border. So click on G, it's going to open the paint bucket, white, and click. You now have this white border. Okay, so one thing that you need to do is make sure you're not doing this on the background layer like I'm doing. Create a new layer. So once you do this, the same thing as the text, you double click the layer, it's going to open up the layer settings. And once that happens, bring down the fill, go to Bevel and use the same settings that we did for the text, you know, and yeah, that'll help you create this glass border around your text. How cool is that? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Look at that cool glass border we have around this glass text. I absolutely love this effect and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys found it valuable. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.